Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabriel. I'm going to be doing a card reading for Virgo, and this is for mid-August to the end of August. I hope you are keeping well. As usual, you know these readings are general in nature, so they're not necessarily going to resonate with all aspects of your life, and if it doesn't resonate at all, then click off and come back another time. And you know on my channel I have playlists for the love readings and the monthly readings as well. Given that we're halfway through the month, I really encourage people to check out the monthly readings because it reminds us where we're in the spectrum of things, how things are unfolding. Do we need to do a recheck-in? Are there things that we've forgotten? Do we need a little assistance? So that's just a pointer. All right, Virgo, let's get into a reading to see what is happening for you at the end of August. So Virgo, we're doing your reading for mid-August, mid to late August. So we're asking Spirit for guidance for Virgo for mid to late August. What are the events coming up and the energies surrounding Virgo? Thank you. Well, it's a great start to the reading, Virgo. We've got the Sun card, which for me feels like a renewed sense of freedom, happiness, illumination. It's almost, I felt like as I was putting the cards out, that it's like an anticipation of spring energy, and for those in Australia that's the case, and it feels like something new. It's also as you're approaching your birthday month. I just feel like you've got this hope for the future. That's what it feels like. You're ready to get up and get going. We've got the Chariot card, so things are starting to pick up momentum. Things are shifting and changing, which is feeling good because I think previous to this time, Virgo, things had been quite stationary and stagnant for you, and you were in quite a low energy. But it does feel like things are picking up for you, which is really beautiful. You are ready for a change. You're ready to get into drive and to move to new things, new and better things. And, you know, the Fool card lets us know you're ready to go out on a limb and to try new things. It's a real breath of fresh air for you. Perhaps you're looking at trying something new, a new project, to create a shift or a change for something that you haven't done before. Maybe some of you are looking to go on a holiday and you're just needing a change of scenery and a bit of a breath of fresh air to change your energy, to upgrade your energy, which is beautiful. I feel like it's all going very well because you're feeling very fulfilled. You're in the heart space here. You know, the Ace of Cups is, it can be about new love. It can be you feeling very fulfilled, which is what I'm sensing, and things are just feeling so much better overall in your life. So I do feel that there is something that you are looking forward to, and quite possibly there's some travel, some change in your physical life that's helping you to feel uplifted, inspired, a bit more hopeful, and you know, this is making you feel good and a lot of love in your life. Now, up until now, you have been down in the dumps. You know, we've this real sense of nothing's working out, experience of lack, emotional lack of fulfillment here, feeling lonely. But Spirit is saying, hey, things are shifting. Things are shifting to the better now. We've got this big cup here, which represents a cup of love, emotional fulfillment, happiness, and look at all this beautiful energy here. So I just feel like Spirit is saying, hang on, better times are coming for you. This is really lovely. It does feel like a fresh season for you, Virgo. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for Virgo at this time? Thank you. So with all of this shift and change, it's helping you to get a new lease on life again. It feels like you're coming back to what you would normally consider to be your normal, vibrant self. So we've got the the Magician card here, which is you. This is who you know yourself to be, that you really have what it takes to create and to manifest. When you put your mind to it, you're quite skilled at seeing the bigger picture and then facilitating things. You're the great facilitator. You know how to be organized to get things done. You know how to see the big picture. You know what parts to move so that it flows and works for everyone. So I feel like this is your energy, Virgo, and you're getting back into the game again and feeling very inspired by that. Now, it would seem to me, in terms of things changing, you've got some choice here. There are two things that you're weighing up at the moment, or will be weighing up. So it may be that one choice is sort of kind of feels more inspiring and feels more centered on what your dreams are and perhaps more long term. The other one feels like a very practical, down to earth decision. Do you go for this one, or do you go for the one that kind of excites you and lifts your spirits and is more about what you'd rather do rather than the practical solution here? So be careful before you make your choice. We've got the Queen of Cups here, which indicates that you perhaps need to check in with your feelings around this. So the Queen of Cups, she's very compassionate. She's very in tune with her emotions and quite intuitive. So it would seem to me this is your energy as well. Before you do anything, ask yourself, why are you doing it and how does it make you feel? How does it make you feel in terms, does it sit right with your values? Does it sit right with the dreams that you have for going forward? Does it match that? And then tune into your intuition, that sort of inner voice, that gut feeling, what I would also call the divine. So your spiritual guides, what you know, if you are somebody who prays, ask for the guidance of what is the right thing to do, of the best way to move forward. But don't do something that doesn't sit well with you. Don't make a choice that is practical but has no feeling and is dead in terms of energy and excitement, because I feel that will be a flop. So be mindful of that as you are lifting your energy, which is the very first card is this Sun energy. I feel that you need to go for what lifts your spirits, is new and refreshing, fills your cup in terms of love and fulfillment. I feel that is the way that you need to move forward, rather than the same old, oh, it's practical, oh, it's sensible, I'll go with that. I just feel that that's going to hold you back and not really give you the long-term happiness that you're hoping for. As you tune in and you make that decision, I feel that you're on the right path, because we have the Nine of Cups here. Spirit is saying you are going to end up feeling so excited and so full of joy and happiness. All of the burdens that you've recently been carried just suddenly feel like they've melted away. So now you are feeling happy for the choice that you made. It's a little bit like this energy here as well, just like free from the burdens that you were previously carrying, and just a real new lease on life, a release and happiness. And certainly for some of you, there's some financial gain coming in for you, which relieves a lot of that burden. But it's not just about finances, it's just about life in general, filling your cup and you feel together again, connected, at one with the world again. You know, the journey has taken you, it has been quite a challenge for you in recent months. And, Spirit is saying you've had a great deal of strength, keep going. This requires, what you've been going through has required a lot of inner strength, but at the same time, compassion. Compassion for yourself, compassion for others. That's really important. Number one is very much to have compassion for you, because if you have... I feel that you have had a tough time, and your experiences have taken its toll. Now is the time not to harden up and come from a place of disbelief that happiness can happen and joy and everything can come in your life. This is a time for you to believe. This is a time for you to have some love for yourself and know that you are deserving of love and that you are lovable. Now is not the time to disbelieve, but to relax into that and know that Spirit has got your back and things are coming your way. You've got to let go of this old way of thinking and believing that nothing works out for you, because this truly, it may have been that reality for some time, but this is changing now. And you are having this most beautiful abundance coming your way. How exciting, Virgo. I'm really happy for you. It does feel like a new season for you in your life, which is really encouraging. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for Virgo? I think you're quite excited about it, but also nervous at the same time. Yeah. Well, it continues to go well, providing you keep your energy high and you believe. Now, the Page of Cups is about dreaming of the possibilities of the future. It's about, for some of you, new relationships. For others of you, just improvement in your life, and you're dreaming about what that could look like. It's really lovely. That's a nice place to be. I think you're just learning to come back to a place in your heart. It's been a while. You know, it's been difficult to have positivity and faith that good things can come. So it feels like a new energy that you're trialing. You know, you're a little bit tentative, a little bit scared to be hopeful. But, you know, Spirit is saying, relax, things will be okay. I love this little heart here. I feel like Spirit is saying, don't worry, all will be fine. Just trust and have faith and move forward. It has been challenging for you, and sometimes those challenges can really sap the energy out of us. So this is a positive card for healing, to give yourself some time out to rest and to rejuvenate. Don't push yourself too much, even though there's a lot of excitement of new things coming. Pace yourself well, okay? Pace yourself, take care of your needs, and rest as you need to. Because life is on the up, life is going to be improving, and you want to be your best self. 9 of Pentacles lets us know that your physical environment is shifting and changing for the better. Spirit is overseeing your abundance, your happiness. And I think you're feeling quite connected. You do have definitely some money coming in to relieve your situation, which is beautiful. And you've been waiting for this. I feel like it's the harvest is coming in for a lot of you. Perhaps it's been a business venture or some investments. I do feel that this is coming in, and you are not sure of how much is coming in, but you are pleasantly surprised. And this enables you to create a bit of a foundation for the future, and you're pretty pleased about that. So that's the 9 of Pentacles. That's great. Now, as I was saying all of this, be very careful about where your thoughts go and where your beliefs go, because, you know, we do have days of wobbles, and, you know, the 5 of Cups energy here, there is still a little bit of lingering sadness, and I feel that it's around family, because we've got the 10 of Cups that immediately follows, which is about full abundance and feeling connected with family. We've got children in the background there, and you feeling the love of family connections. But there's a little bit of grief here associated with that, and perhaps not everything is as rosy as you'd like it to be. And there are some, you know, some emotions here and feelings of loss and sadness. And I feel that, you know, with the Strength card here, Spirit is saying, you know, the best thing that you can do in any situation where there's grief, and perhaps loss, is just to pour more love on it. Pour, and in particular, more love for you. Love and forgiveness strengthens us. It gives us that resilience. And, you know, it's certainly love is unconditional. It's the unconditional love that's the healing love that we need. It's not about needing to have all the answers or needing things to be in a certain way or judging yourself or others. It truly is, you know, unconditional love is healing, and it's accepting things as they are. you know, because sometimes there are things in life that we can't change. It is what it is. So it's more about accepting it and moving on, okay? Because, you know, you don't want to stay in that energy that just drains the life out of you. So see it for what it is, acknowledge it, accept it, love yourself and forgive yourself, which is an act of love and healing, and see the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful love that already exists in your life, which is the Ten of Cups, the family connections. And this could also represent family and kind, people who are like family to you, all of the things that feel abundant, secure, and beautiful for the now and the future, which is really lovely. Okay. Let's see what else Spirit has to share for Virgo for the second half of August. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have? Yeah, okay. So we have the Eight of Earth, which is Eight of Pentacles, and this is about skilled work being rewarded. So, you know, I was saying how there's money coming in, abundance coming in for you, which is fabulous. And this is letting us know that you are being rewarded for the work that you've previously put in. So whatever your focus has been, whether it's been on relationships, a project, a business venture, you are now going to be rewarded for that. There's also sort of like an encouragement to keep going. That, you know, the Eight of Earth is often all about studious work and learning and progressing and professional development. You know, it may be that you are being inspired to focus on learning about a particular topic at the moment. It could be just for interest's sake, or it could be to advance yourself in a certain area, or your business, or, you know, something that is meaningful to you. So that's great. We have the Balance card here. So this is like the Temperance card. It's so important for all of us, for that matter, to ensure that we maintain balance in our life. That's balance in terms of our physical energy, you know, and not to make sure we get the rest that we need. It's balance in terms of our thinking. Are we allowing our thoughts to sway from positive to negative? You know, are we having extreme thoughts? Are they based in reality? And our emotions, are we noticing our emotions are going up and going down? So if that's the case, Spirit is encouraging you at this point in time to do your best at maintaining balance in your life. And certainly if you're feeling out of balance, that's not a time to be making big decisions or, you know, about things in life or changes. Come back to the center point before you do anything, before you decide to action something. Come back to center. So, you know, if we're having a day where we're feeling particularly emotional about something, better to wait a few hours or a day for that to calm, to bring yourself back into a calm state before you take the next step. Yeah. It's also about waiting for the right timing for things. We don't want to push things. We don't want to push people or push answers or push solutions. Sometimes we have to accept that there's going to need to be a little bit of working with the divine before the timing is going to be right on something. So just tune into your intuition. What is your gut feel around it? You know, if you're starting to notice you're getting insistent about something, then pull back. Give yourself a bit of space to recheck your energy. Are you balanced? Coming from a balanced perspective. It's also about cooperating with others. And, you know, that requires a balanced and moderate approach as well. When we're trying to collaborate with people or cooperate with them or come to sort of some kind of compromise on something, it means that we've got to, you know, it works best when we come from a win-win situation where we're not sort of going all for what it is that we want without consideration of the other person. The Five of Waters lets us know that there could be something that doesn't quite go exactly to plan according to your plan. So there may be a little bit of a disappointment in the way something works out, and there is a tendency here for you to go to the negative And it may be because that's been your pattern of behaviour. And then when something doesn't work out or your expectations haven't been met, you suddenly dip to the negative. And it's interesting how the balance card came out before this one. And I feel like Spirit is just reminding you, hang on a minute, come back, just, put your hand on the pause button for a moment, observe what's going on, check in with your own emotions. Why are you feeling the way you feel? What is triggering you? Because sometimes when things don't work out, it's actually for the best in the long run. So what's the other perspective around the situation? If you're not seeing a positive, have a go at doing that. What's the other side to this situation that you're not seeing? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for Virgo? Very interesting. So we do see you having a new lease on life, refreshed energy, a little bit of choice, but there's a little bit of soul lessons around you managing your emotions here and also taking care of your health and well-being. I remember that coming up in a previous reading for you. So maintaining balance here is really important for you because I do get a sense of emotions swinging quite a bit. Yeah, from positive to negative. So just keeping that in mind, that may be something you need to work on. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. Yeah. Okay. So we've got the never-ending story card, which kind of lets us know that there is a tendency once more for you to dip into the negative of things just going round and round and never quite working out the way you hope it will. Like, I feel that there's an issue in your life that has been reoccurring over and over, which kind of means that there's a lesson that hasn't been integrated here. There's an awareness for yourself that has not been integrated, hence the repeat or the feeling like it's on repeat. Let's have a look. This is very much about how you are seeing the situation. It's where your thoughts are, where your beliefs are, and the tendency to perhaps, self-criticize or feeling wounded, and that's the ego. So that's not a very empowering position to take. When we are constantly allowing us to be wounded, what is happening here is that we are relying on external circumstances instead of going within and pouring love onto the situation and yourself. When you do that, you empower yourself and you're able to step away from the situation. You can control your thoughts and your feelings, but none of us can control our external circumstances or other people. And that is how you break the pattern here in terms of your response to this situation. So it seems to me that you have this tendency to have a story that you keep repeating, and that story keeps re-hurting you every time you rehash it. And it's got, it's tied up with hurt, pain, rejection, the feeling that you've been humiliated or taken advantage of. This truly is the story that you fabricated. And we do this to self-protect, but, this is not helping you. This is hurting you. This self-perpetuating drama and you feeling like the victim and being wounded all the time is something you're actually doing to yourself. So Spirit is just saying, please know that this is something that you can stop, that you can stop this habit, and that what you've been telling yourself is not actually true. What you've been telling yourself is not actually true. I think you're listening to the fear within you, the voice in there that is scared, that is used to always accepting the story. And, we do it because our ego tries to protect us, but in the end, it actually just disempowers us. So the opportunity here, Virgo, is to develop that muscle to have love for yourself, to come from a heart, a place of self-compassion, compassion for others, a heart space. When we are coming from a place of fear, it distorts reality, Virgo. And this is something that you can change. So when we go into that wounded aspect of ourselves, step away from the drama for a while, allow yourself to calm down, come back to balance, as we were saying before, come back to calm, and then give yourself lots of love and forgiveness for going back into that space of feeling wounded, because that is a choice. Yeah. When we focus on fear of pain, fear of rejection, fear of not being loved, fear of intimacy, for instance, in relationships, it says a lot about our self-esteem, and it says a lot about how much we are judging ourselves. And I feel that this is something that perhaps you've got an opportunity to examine. Strong emotions around something that we feel is triggered by someone else is actually an indication that things are not right within ourselves. So that's an area of you that requires some healing. And the best way to do that, as I was saying before, is about really practicing the muscle of loving yourself and accepting you for where you're at in your life, and not being so harsh with yourself. You know, you're just isolating yourself and creating a sense of rejection and more pain. So you become like a wound that never gets to heal. So again, you've got to give up the stories, Virgo. Yeah. And when it comes to prosperity as well, if you are constantly in that mindset that you never have enough and that you have lack all the time, your perception needs to change. You need to focus on what actually is in your reality and see the beautiful abundance instead of seeing the lack. Now, your reading here shows beautiful abundance, which, you know, is the reality of your life, not what you are telling yourself in your mind. Okay? So now's the time to use this as an opportunity to prepare yourself to go through this change so that you can genuinely experience and feel love without returning to this place of fear. And know that love is always there for you. You know, fear means that we're not seeing the love. You know, she's focused and feeling sorry for herself here instead of noticing this beautiful love, energy and abundance here. It's truly in what we are choosing to see. So, you know, the stories in our life that we listen to will always have us feeling like we're going around and round and round in circles, like this never-ending story here. Something to be careful of. So, with that all in mind, we know that you are going through this change, which is beautiful. And the next card, the changes in the wind. So part of this is about you going through a change for yourself and how you identify yourself, how you see yourself. And I'm hoping that with this awareness that you're having, this self-awareness and your ability to tap into your emotions and honor your emotions, you are feeling free to be your unique self, which is represented by the zebra stripes here. Now, this, gosh, what do you call it? Wind thingo, direction thing, I've just lost the name of it, gosh. It's doing a complete flip. So your life is like doing a 180 here. So expect the dust to create, you know, a little bit of disturbance initially, but it's going to help to clear out the negative energy for you and bring in fresh air. So expect this, don't resist it, and go with the flow, and it will help you to have a new lease on life. So be open to the change that is coming your way and see this as a positive, and prepare yourself mentally and physically. You know, rest when you need to rest. And don't forget to just, keep a balance in your life. Remain positive. See love around you. Now we have message in a bottle here. So there's going to be some communication coming towards you at the moment, in the second half of Feb. It may be internet, maybe email, maybe phone. So someone in your life someone is coming back to make contact with you. And this is an opportunity to heal. So what's really important is to take a very balanced approach. Can you see we've got equal sky and equal water, and this bottle here is nicely balanced. So this to me talks about the importance of equilibrium, equal exchange, going gently, being empathetic for the other person, equal listening and speaking. And know that this is going to help heal, because there's something important that needs to be shared with you. This person is going to share something important with you. It's going to help you to see things that you hadn't seen or noticed before. And I think that's why Spirit bringing this card now, after we've just had that discussion about you letting go of your stories. You've really got to develop this muscle of getting yourself out of that victimhood mentality. It's a habit. We all do it. But when habits have been there for a long time, they're quite ingrained, and it can be difficult to shift. And that's why Spirit is bringing it to your attention. Work on this. Have self-compassion, which means no judgment. No judgment of yourself, no judgment of others. Just neutrality is what's required. And be ready for this communication that's coming in. And maintain a position of balance, equal listening, equal talking. Hear what the other person needs to share with you. I do feel that this is going to create the beginnings of healing with you and this person. So much going on. All right, so let's take a card from the Magdalene Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Virgo in the second half of August. What else? What message do you have for Virgo? Thank you. Co-creation, that's beautiful. Whenever we are feeling like we need that extra support, the divine is there, ready to give us that guidance, the emotional support. And this is about you having a deeper understanding, a deeper wisdom. I don't know if you can see the butterflies. You are learning to connect more deeply with your heart and see the connection between doing that and connecting with divine, and the importance of how that creates healing for you and helps you to realign your energy so that you don't have to feel the pain that you've felt in the past as if you are a victim to life circumstances, because that drains you. Anything that we do in co-creating with Spirit heals us from within. So pray, seek spiritual guidance, ask whatever it is that assists you to make that connection, to see what you need to see and feel what you need to feel that you haven't before. Ask for that enlightenment so that you have the wisdom to understand. And it's not just that we're not specifically asking to be able to understand other people. Sometimes we just don't, and that's okay. This is about understanding yourself, understanding the power of divine love, because You are in need of healing, Virgo. So this is about your transformation. It's about you. My goodness. All right. Let's see what else. Yeah. For some of you, there's going to be a new opportunity that comes towards you at the end of the month. Now, the opportunity that presents itself may feel like it's beyond your means, perhaps beyond your emotional capacity or beyond your financial means. However, Spirit is saying this opportunity would not have come to you if you weren't ready for it, or you were not capable of handling this. So I feel like Spirit is saying, trust. Be flexible in your approach. Again, return to that place of neutrality and moderation, and you'll be able to see what you need to see without going into a place of fear. Keep in mind that anything of lasting value is always about co-creation between you and God. So ask for the guidance. Check in with your gut feelings, your intuition. Check in with your higher self. And work with Spirit, work with the divine, and ask to be shown the ways that you can accomplish this mission or this opportunity. So go to a place of calm and quiet and tap into your heart space and check in with what you are sensing and feeling around this opportunity. If you feel fear coming up, acknowledge it. And then maybe ask for the guidance to release that fear. You're not going to fail, provided that you always remember that you're working in co-creation with Spirit. So just remember, if Spirit is presenting an opportunity for you, trust and have faith. See this through eyes of love, through positivity, through opportunity, rather than a place of fear or lack. Now, I feel like this is very much going to happen, because whenever we go through a change, and you do have this initial burst of energy where you're feeling on top of the world, but typically once we've experienced that burst, that high, we can then drop to a low, okay? And that tests our true mettle. So you've been given some guidance on how to make some choice and how important it is that we find strength through self-love and self-compassion. So the universe is going to test you on it. So that's why you need to be very aware and perhaps watch this reading a few times. Do not allow yourself to get stuck in this whirlpool of grief. Focus on the blessings in your life, because this opportunity will come into you. Don't forget, this communication with this person will be coming, and you are sensing change, but Spirit is saying don't go down that pathway of never-ending story. So you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested, which will help you to strengthen that muscle of having faith, having trust, balancing out your approach to the situation, your response, your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, your feelings. If you feel yourself swinging, just step back, pause, give yourself a moment, come back to center, and trust that the divine is there to assist you. So the opportunity is there to help you to improve your life. Your response to it is up to you. So just know that when the test comes and you're feeling the pull, this is just an opportunity for you to go, I've got this, I'll be fine, breathe through it, love yourself, and know that divine is there helping you along the way. I know it's easy to say, not always easy to do. All right, we're going to finish off with a message from the Spirit Messages deck. Thank you. For Virgo, the second half of August, what does Virgo need to know? Thank you. We have the Seek card. The power of Spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of Spirit, including you. We are all one with Spirit and always will be connected to one another. That's beautiful because, you know, when we are feeling powerless, it's because we've forgotten that we are connected to Spirit. If we think that our life is totally 100% up to us, then we're always going to have that experience that we're never good enough. So if you are feeling like the victim and disempowered, it means you've forgotten that you are connected with Spirit and therefore everything else that is living, which is the rest of us too. Together in Spirit, we are love, we are strength, and we are the power of that love. And that's why this card has come out, you know, after we've got this co-creating with Spirit reminder. I will read the rest of this message here. And it would seem to me that you're going to be tested a few times. And this is when you're going to have to remember the message of this reading. If you're feeling that nervousness, that fear, that, oh, I can't possibly do this, this is too much, and you're going back into that old story in your mind again, and then this is when you've got to remember, hang on a minute, you're not alone. Ask for that spiritual guidance and help and support. Come back to a space of self-love. The spirit world is sending you this card because we feel you may be forgetting that you're a multi-dimensional being. So, we want to remind you that you're a spiritual being as well as a physical being. Now is the time to stop seeing everything on a limited physical level and seek out the spiritual in all things. If you've become so focused on your physical world, what you have and don't have, that's such a recipe for disaster in terms of you're always going to feel like you're in a place of lack. You are way more than that. You are way more than your physical experience in life. You are a spiritual being. Learn to see from the heart and soul. Seek out the spiritual beauty in all things, as well as in the people around you. If you're having difficulty understanding someone, try looking beyond what you're seeing in front of you. So when you happen to be speaking with this person here, don't avoid interpreting the situation from what you are hearing through the words. Hear beyond the words. See beyond what you are seeing and connect in with their spirit and their soul and their higher self. What is truly going on here and what is their soul trying to say to you? Layer upon layer of life issues may be disguising the goodness that's inside that person, making him or her seem mean, resentful or spiteful. Most people are just coming from a place of wanting to feel loved. Equally, some individuals may appear aloof or distant, which is a form of protective armour, often due to past hurts. It may be hard at first, but know that a divine spirit exists within everyone. Pray that the goodness in you honours the goodness in them, and that the goodness in them honours the goodness in you. Well, I feel that that is the crux of the message for your reading, Virgo, for mid to late August. So Virgo, I hope you have enjoyed that reading for mid to late August. There's a lot going on there. Trust the process, be kind and gentle with yourself, watch the reading several times. There's beautiful opportunities for transformation and for your heart to heal and for you to let go of the things that have been holding you back for so long, so that you can feel this beautiful new lease on life, you know, and this experience of abundance. You want it to last though. You don't want it to be a seesaw ride and up and down for all your life. So see the blessings in your life, feel good about it, and take care of yourself. If you have enjoyed the reading and it has been helpful for you, don't forget to like the video. You can certainly leave me a comment. I love reading the comments. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do that. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below, along with the details of the cards that I use and the book that I published, The Power of Soul Loving, that may be extremely helpful for you as well, as I believe it is for everybody. All right, Virgo, take care, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.